I can hyperfixate. I don't know if that's the right word, but like it doesn't do any good for me to beat myself up and say, I should have done this this way for something that's in the past. Like I could have, I should have, I would have. All these emotions, all these intentions and projections to life. It's like, bro, what what is that gonna do where you say I could have, I should have, I would have? What is that gonna do? You're not It's not gonna do anything. It's gonna put you in a constant loop of carrying that throughout the rest of the day, and now the whole day is messed up. But instead, you go through the day now and you do what you're doing now the way you want to do it now. Maybe you messed up in the beginning of the day, but you can't keep reaffirming and just in a constant thought loop of I could have, I should have, I would have. You cannot do that. You could do it, but you'll suffer. So it can be done, but suffering will happen. So it's your choice. Do you wish to suffer on it, or do you wish to just carry what you want to do next with the way you wanted to do it in the first place? Let's say your schedule, you're not going according to schedule, according to the way you want to live. Well, now you can go you can do the things that you want to do now in the perfect way that they need to be done now, according to your conscious choice. Life will throw many things at you. It will throw you for a ride, but you can react and make conscious choices based off of that. That's the whole point of it. So that's one aspect I wanted to touch upon. It's like, maybe like this constant beating yourself up. Like if you beat yourself up about the past, then you're constantly beating yourself about the past, and then the past becomes the present, and then the present becomes the future. So instead of beating yourself about the past, stay in the present, and you make a conscious choice in the present, and the future will change. That's basically how it is. But it's not about the future. It's about doing what you want to do now, how you want to live it now. Do you want to be joyful? Do you want to be... You don't even have to be joyful. Just the idea of not holding on to some type of thought form. And if it comes up, not even judging the thought form that comes up. What do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? And then the next idea is, for my life specifically, this idea about earning money. And I don't know, I feel like the most important, I have to say I'm in a blessed position, and I'm not in a position where I'm forced to work, but I wouldn't say it's like I'm not a freeloader, because a freeloader is somebody who's mean and negative and is destructive. I'm not a destructive person. I'm a kid who's figuring it out, blessed to be in a family who is a loving family. More loving than your average family who just sends their kid off to the world, which isn't wrong at all. Because let's say if I was in a family where I would get sent to work, it's the same thing. I would be working, but I'd be going through the same thing right now, where I'm working and I'm learning through the work. I'd still be learning about life through the work. It would, because the goals and dreams and how you want your life to be in terms of material possessions and stuff is not of any significance. So whether you're in the work field or not, or whether you're at home, or whether you're in the military, whether you're doing anything, whether you're in a cave, the material aspect of it has no substance at all. It has no existential substance at all. It's not going to fulfill your life. It's going to make things look cool, but it won't fulfill you, because the richer you get and the more things you get, the more you would want, the bigger thing you would want. You'll never be satisfied. You think these rich people, if you come from poor and then you get to rich, then you understand it more. But even then, eventually, with enough time, it becomes stale. You want the bigger, then the bigger, and the bigger, and the bigger, and the bigger. It's great, but it's like when you were with your friends, or when you were with your homeboys, when you had no money and you guys were laughing and having a good time. That's better. That's beautiful. But like, you get more rich, you get more material possessions. The small things always matter much more. They're not small things, they're big things. Walking outside and taking a fresh air and actually being able to enjoy your walk. You know, having a conversation with somebody and making it funny and joyful. These things require no money. So, experientially, it doesn't matter where you are, if you're in the workforce, it all depends on how you look at it, you know? It all depends on how you look at it. You gotta love life, the cosmic humor of life, even if it's tough. Even if life can be tough, it can be confusing. You gotta love it, you know? And you don't have to love it, but you don't have to identify or stay attached to the fact that life is whipping my ass. That's a thought. You don't have to do anything about that. You could just live it the way you want. And in terms of where the money is gonna come from, the truth, God, the universe, the truth is more on my heart than money. Being a genuine human being is more on my heart than money. And I know that the world doesn't reward people like that, but I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't live for the world. I live for existence itself. The world is a byproduct of that. But I don't solely live for material gain. You know what I'm saying? It's an aspect. But I live to become a better human being within myself. I live for the fact of being fulfilled without needing to do anything or be anyone or do anything in any particular way. Just the art of being fulfilled without anything needed is what I'm striving towards. If I was a multi-millionaire versus if I was a homeless person, the same degree of fulfillment is what I want. Because if I'm homeless and I'm just as fulfilled, no matter if I was rich, that's the beauty right there. That's life right there. Can anything break you? Can't nothing break you. Everything fills you up like that. So, not to saying that you have to be poor, but I'm just saying that if life comes at you with many things, you're able to be still and fulfilled in any of it. That's the goal, that's the goal, that's the goal. That's the truth, that's the truth. And then you can actually do what you want because nothing could break you. That's what I gotta say.